to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked? Gina Ritchie, I do think that worked. Happy Mastery Monday. We got Lee's Heart of Influence. We're exploring the superpower of integrous influence. Gina, who's here?
Hello, Sean. First up, we have coming from Mesa, Arizona. This gentleman is a real estate investor, a loving husband and father, lifelong martial artist with national and world recognition. He's an accomplished competitor with 5 national titles, 3 world bronze medals, and a world grappling championship gold. He's a champion dedicated to serving others, helping others achieve their dreams and unlock potential and experience authentic joy. Let's all please welcome Mr. Scott Garcia to the Heart of Influence.
Welcome to the Heart of Influence on this Mastery Monday. Warm welcome. And Plato, the Greek philosopher Scott, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. And Scott, so we kick this game off with a fun fact, because a fun fact tells us something about someone. It could be an adventurous moment, a proud moment, a surprising moment, a shocking moment. It could be something like, I punched a hole through a concrete block at one point. Whatever, but it's a headline, not a story. Gina Ritchie has the Chuck Barris Gong Show. Gong! If we go into story mode as opposed to headline mode. So please, Scott, what is your headline, fun fact that will make us say, Scott, no way?
I was able to live one of my dreams and go to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and ride a hang glider through a lightning storm.
Whoa.
Dude, that's an awesome, super cool fun fact. And obviously you live to tell about it. Any lightning strikes get close to you?
Yeah, very close. You can see in the video, the lightning bouncing off our helmet.
I would say that's close, Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, and then four years ago, I wrote down a goal when I did Tony Robbins' program years ago to go ride camels to the pyramids of Egypt. And so that goal finally came true 4 years ago.
That's all. And what program was that you did with Tony?
I just, when he used to have his infomercials on TV,
yeah,
back 2003, and I ordered his CDs and
cool. Awesome.
The personal power.
Sure. That's super cool. And you rode camels in Egypt?
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Scott's got lightning bouncing off his helmets. It's unblinded. Lightning bolts are flying everywhere. G. Who's here to join Scott on Lee's Heart of Influence?
Next up, our other participant should be here soon, but in the meantime, coming from Phoenix, Arizona, this gentleman is a masterful speaker, a sought-after leader, regularly sharing insights with professionals, civil and legal and community groups. He's an attorney specializing in business debt workouts, bankruptcy reorganizations, liquidations, and negotiations, and tax-related issues. He's a trusted advisor to professionals, organizations, and real estate ventures. Secures favorable financial resolutions and long-term stability. Everyone, let's please welcome Mr. Lamar Hawkins to the Heart of Influence.
Lamar, a warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, Lee Style, and please, Lamar, what's your headline? Fun fact.
I robbed a corpse skull out of a grave in South America, but what we did with the skull is the worst.
So were you like the bad guy in the first Raiders of the Lost Ark movie that Indiana Jones was fighting with?
Yeah, but we actually took the skull.
Oh, even worse. And what was the worst thing that you did?
Putting it into a box filled full of cookies and handing it to a fellow missionary before he got on an airplane, only to watch him get arrested for having tried to transport a corpse over international lines.
Well, Lamar, I want to hear a lot more about this. I have a feeling there's many pages to the story. I'd use AI to write this book tomorrow and get it out there. Let's go, Lamar. Gina, Lamar's got heads in boxes. Raiders of the Lost Ark has been conjured. Please, G, who's joining Lamar?
It's a major, incredible fun fact so far. Next up, coming from Gilbert, Arizona, a senior loan officer and commercial lending manager, driving growth through smart capital and strategic vision, a real estate investor and a dream builder, creating pathways for people to attain homes, wealth, and purpose, a compassionate servant to abandoned children, business development strategist, and a passionate lover of people. Let's all please welcome Mr. Clint Haglund to the Heart of Influence.
Oh, I will say my fun fact is not as fun as Lamar's, so I got nothing. My fun fact I thought was kind of cool is I have dual citizenship with the UK, and people often think that I'm from Australia when I talk to them. So yeah, kind of random, but
listen, we've had 8,000
right? Yeah.
We've had 8,000 people on the show. Lamar is the first corpse tomb raider we've had yet out of 8,000 people. So I think your fun fact is super cool and appropriate.
Okay,
Lamar,
I'll take it.
In question. So let's go, G.
Next up from Phoenix, also a real estate professional and owner of a firm creating opportunity and value through property investment, leader and servant leader driven to elevate people, teams, and communities through purposeful action, a dream fulfiller guiding clients to life goals using real estate as the vehicle for freedom and legacy. Let's all please welcome Sammy Hernandez to the Heart of Influence.
Welcome.
Cut off. I don't see him on the call. He got cut off.
Back, Sammy.
Hang
What
on,
is
Sean Callaghan. We lost Sammy, and I didn't see it as though I know he was here before. So
He got cut off.
he may have gotten cut off. Let me see if I can get the team on it, and I'm going to share about Lee next.
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. This gentleman from Eagle Mountain, Utah, average 6'3" Korean guy with a Yugoslavian last name who grew up in Montana with a Hawaiian wannabe attitude, who lives in Utah, is a consultant, a coach, a speaker, guiding people to discover true fulfillment by energizing happiness from within, not chasing external wins. He's a leader of a movement to help high achievers break free from the invisible cages of success without satisfaction, empowering them to live energized, joyful, and purpose-driven lives. Let's all please give it up for the one and only Lee Vigrenin.
Thank you.
Lee, warm welcome to your Heart of Influence, Lee, on this Mastery Monday. And please, Lee, what is your headline fun fact?
I'll have to say I recently became the first 6'3" Korean guy with the Yugoslavian group in Montana with a Hawaiian wannabe attitude who caught a tiger out of a lake.
Dude, where'd you do that?
I mean, it's not a tiger, but it's a tiger muskie. It's a fish of 10,000 casts. That's why I call it a tiger.
I'm like, did you go to India? Like, what happened? I didn't. We saw each other in LVI. That's amazingly.
Yeah,
Shall we
that
do
was
the
it.
things? Yeah, that's awesome, brother. Shall we do the things?
Yes, let's go ahead and do it.
Let's go. G Money.
Yes, sir. So it is we're down to the three guests, Lee, myself, and you, Sean Callagy, at the moment. So I am going to introduce the host of this incredible show, on the verge of becoming the first blind, self-funded unicorn founder, building a billion-dollar company from scratch without outside capital. Our host of the Heart of Influence is a man that Tony Robbins himself calls a dear friend and said that no one leads with more heart and integrity than Sean Callagy. If you're not following what he's up to, you should be. Sean is the Chief Visionary Officer and co-founder of Unblinded and Acti, as well as founder and president of Callagy Law, a thriving 100-plus person law firm. And just 6 months out of law school, while going blind, Sean left a prestigious firm to launch his own, and within 2 years, he built a 40-person practice, selling it 3.5 years later in a multi-7-figure exit as the sole equity partner. He is only one of 2 attorneys out of 1.2 million in the USA to achieve 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one who is blind. And Sean has recovered over $1 billion for healthcare clients, and as an international speaker where he spoke on Tony Robbins' stage over 19 times and set the sales record for Tony. And worked as a Fortune 10 to 500 giants worked with Fortune 10 to 500 giants such as T-Mobile, Disney, Salesforce, MasterCard, and Sean raised over $10 million in less than 2 years, personally delivering that to war-torn Ukraine, where there were literally missiles flying over his head. Scared the heck out of the entire team and everybody in our ecosystem. And thank God he is here with us today. And beyond all that, what makes Sean so truly extraordinary is his unwavering commitment to service, leaving every person he meets feeling seen, heard, and understood. And so, with energy, gratitude, and unstoppable certainty, please, everyone, let's welcome Mr. Sean Callagy.
So I'll also go with this. I failed freshman high school geometry for the year as one of my favorite fun facts. I'm a blind person who's taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive in the most extreme of conditions. And with a little relevance to Arizona, I had the blessing and privilege of having the largest jury verdict in about an 8-year span, a little before and for a long, considerable time after, in the state of Arizona, in the Honorable Judge Campbell's courtroom, Judge Campbell Federal Court. It was a $27 million jury verdict in 2016, and for about an 8-year span, it was Arizona's largest jury verdict during that time period, and a top 100 national jury verdict in the U.S. So, G, that is my headline fun fact. And who is going first?
First up, Sean, let's go with Mr. Scott Garcia.
Okay, Scott, here's what we're doing. Like all this, introduction stuff, cool, fun, interesting, neat, fun facts, but everything happens after yes, Scott. So from the founding of America to the building of Bill Gates's universe at Microsoft, the NFL, Disney, all of it happens after yes, compounding over time. So what does it look like when sophisticated people come together? I don't think it looks like pitching, hooking, and closing. Yuck. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that's flying in around the parts of the world of 2025. I think we're a little bit past all that. So when sophisticated, heart-centered people come together and yes, should happen, what does it look and sound like? For how do you get through the noise, the crowds, all of it, when everybody's getting bombarded constantly? So to illustrate this, Scott, Gina will be anybody you want her to be. She could be an ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett. Anyone, Scott, that would make sense for you to be going from hello to yes with. Doesn't have to be a sale. Could be a leadership yes, a management yes. Could be a recruitment yes, a fundraising for charity or for profit yes, or a marketing or sales yes. Anything that will make sense for you. And it could also be just a yes for a longer conversation in these 3 minutes. So Scott, please, who would you like Gina to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
That's a good question. So let me think here. I was raising capital for like multifamily deals and for mobile home parks. But recently I ran into a guy that is doing like e-commerce business, and he makes 275 million a month, and he doesn't have many employees. And I mean, I owned a drug rehab center with a lot of different employees, and it was for Native American families, and so that was very stressful. My health just went down. I mean, the money was really good, but I almost died doing it.
Who would you like Gina to be, Scott?
E-commerce. Someone. I want to raise money to buy over businesses for e-commerce.
Okay. So Gina is a person with resources and capital to invest.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Gee, let some cash burn them pockets. Come on.
Let's do it. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
Hello, this is Gina Ritchie. Can I help you?
Hi, Gina. My name's Scott Kenji Garcia. Very nice to meet you. Do you have a moment right now?
Hey, Scott. I have about 3 minutes. So shoot, let's hear it. What you got?
Okay. Yeah. So I've been looking at a few e-commerce businesses to buy. Some have been tested out already. I'm also looking to start my own e-commerce businesses. And so right now there's a great opportunity in America with a lot of people retiring, a lot of baby boomers retiring, and people don't want their businesses anymore. So what I'm looking to do is raise capital to buy those businesses. And so we don't have to go the traditional route with banks. And the interest rate would be 12%, and we pay that out quarterly. So it's monthly, but 12% interest. And yeah, like right now, looking for investors to pull our money together to go in and buy multiple businesses.
Well, okay, gotcha. Thank you. So I'm hearing you say that you're, looking for money to borrow to create this this e-commerce company with a 12% interest back to me if I were one of those people to invest. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yes, correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about what is the business that you're what's going to be within your e-commerce store? Is it tell me more about that, please.
Yeah, so we're looking at different businesses. Some are software. Some will be, like niche items, like selling electrical accordions. Some will be like, the saunas and the cold plungers are popular right now. So looking at doing some of that.
Okay. All right. And so how many other investors do you have at this time?
Right now, we're just getting started. So your money will be invested into a fund. And so looking for like a 3-year commitment with that money. And then we can always renew the agreement after 3 years. But that's what we're looking to do right now, is to put the money in a fund to go buy these businesses.
Okay. So give me just an idea of how much you're looking for from me right now, just so I have an idea of what I can go for, what I can do.
Yeah, so a minimum of a $25,000 investment. You could do more.
All right. Okay, maybe you said that before. I apologize. So, all right, listen, let me, I tell you what, why don't you call me back tomorrow? I have to go now. I have someone else that I got to take care of. Give me a ring tomorrow, and I promise to get back to you, okay?
All right, perfect. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Scott, excellent work. We'll get to some feedback in a moment. G, who is following up Scott?
So we lost a participant, but I think Lamar is going to be a good choice here to go from hello to
Lamar,
yes.
you up for jumping in and going from hello to yes with G, Lamar?
Wait, am I going to be also an investor, or am I telling
you could do whatever yes you want in the world. It could be just for Gina to introduce you to Bruce Springsteen.
I'm doing the same thing Scott just did. Okay.
Yes. Is that okay with you?
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fine.
Something that applies to you.
In that case, Gina, I am looking to hire another paralegal, and you are a qualified candidate.
Amazing. Let's go, G.
Okay, so Gina, I see here on your resume that you've got 6 years of experience, but you're all out of Michigan. What brought you to Arizona?
Warmth, sun, dry air, mountains. Let's see what else.
Same reason we all came to Arizona. I love it. So do you have any experience in doing bankruptcy work?
Not really, but I'm really good at learning.
Okay. Well, I much prefer somebody with a good work ethic over somebody that necessarily knows what they're doing already. How would you describe your work ethic?
As long as I believe in the people I'm working with and the mission that we're all working on together in my heart and soul, my work ethic is all in, game on, completely committed.
Are you a full-time look or are you wanting a part-time gig?
Now I'm looking for full time. I'm really looking to grow into, into this to become something more, be part of a team that wants to build, grow, and scale something really impactful.
Wonderful. What's your salary expectation?
Um, well, let's see. I would like to start out at, depends on, well, actually, let's go with 110,000. I'm just gonna throw that out there because I have no idea, just to be honest, Lamar.
Okay. In this market, you're probably going to be able to get about 70 to 75,000. Are you willing to get into it for that?
Well, I tell you what, I'd like to learn more about what I'll be doing, and I am willing to definitely continue the conversation if, and see what that all looks like for my
Okay.
time putting in and all of that.
All right, your skill set just needs to be a good work ethic. I can teach you how to do everything that you need to do for your job as long as you have the ability for work ethic. What sorts of computer programs have you used before?
I am pretty skilled at the all of the Google things, all of the Google Sheets, and I can do Microsoft Word and all of that stuff. I can Zoom, Salesforce. I can learn any technology you want me to learn, Lamar. I could go off on a list about a few different ones, but honestly, I'm good at learning. So
Are you good with Excel spreadsheets?
Excel spreadsheets too. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you're in for that price. I would love to have you in the gig. And how soon can you start?
So I have another interview today. I'm just gonna be honest, and but seeing depending on how that goes, I'd love to start on Monday. It's like Wednesday now. I could start right away. I'm ready to rock. I'm gonna hit Sedona for the weekend, and then I'm gonna be ready to go.
Monday sounds great, and have fun in Sedona. I do love Sedona myself. I look forward to your phone call as soon as you get the answer.
Awesome, awesome. All right, I will let you know by Friday. Is that good?
That works for me.
Excellent job, Lamar, Scott as well. So G, in light of but by the way, guys, we usually run the Heart of Influence with 6 people plus. So this is, a meaning more than the 2 participants, and we usually have 4 judges. So all good. But G, let's do this. Do you have the ability to have our beautiful Act I agent Leah participate today?
I do.
Okay, so let's get Leah ready, and then let's get feedback from the 2 feedbackers, and they could each give feedback to both of our participants. Then we'll have Leah give, and then we'll put me on the hot seat, and we'll go that way. All right?
That sounds perfect. Awesome.
Okay, so who's giving feedback first, G?
Let's go. Let's have Lee do that first.
Okay, so Lee, here's what we're doing. You know what this looks like? It's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for each of Scott and Lamar. First 15 seconds, of course, Lee, is something that they did really well. Great, like what worked. Then 15 seconds, what could be optimized, not criticized, optimized. And then we're going to ask one other quick additional question. So Lee, please, what is your 30 seconds of feedback for Scott?
Scott, Scott, one of the biggest things that I captured from him was the connection. He is so great connecting with people and asking questions to be able to just connect directly with Gina, and the warmth that he provided was beautiful.
Nice.
Masterfully done.
Awesome. And what's one word of how Scott made you feel, Lee?
One word is warmth.
Beautiful. And how about following Scott's warmth? What do you got for Lamar?
Lamar he's a question master. He is an absolute question master.
Cool. And what was one word of how Lamar made you feel?
One word would is the warm directness.
That would be 2. So warm directness, that outstanding. Thank you for that. Lee, G.
So then we have Clint.
Clint will be your 30 seconds of feedback, 15 seconds what worked, 15 seconds on something that can be optimized. Please, let's start and reverse it for Lamar. What do you have, Clint?
Reverse it as in optimized first?
Oh, no, just reverse in terms of the order.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So I actually was going to say the exact same thing about like the questions, really good with the questions and very knowledgeable with obviously what you want, very pointed on like you knew exactly what it was that you were looking for. And there wasn't really any question there. The one word I would use would be experienced. And I really don't know that I have much of a optimized thing. I thought it was perfect.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. So experience the one where you have felt. And how about for Scott?
Scott, I could tell that he cared. I could tell that he believed in what he was talking about, and that it was important to him. He had a personal connection with it, and so I would say personal was the one word. And then to optimize, I would probably say starting with the end in mind. Some of the questions that Gina brought up towards the end might have been better to bring up in the beginning, like, this is what I'm looking for. This is the end goal. Would you like to become a part of it?
Super cool. Well, thank you for that, Clint, for sure. And that one word again for Scott was?
Caring.
Who made you feel?
Yeah, like he cared.
Caring. So,
Yeah.
thank you. G, do we have some feedback from Leia team? Leia is our ACT-I agent that also gives feedback and a perspective from our actualized intelligence, which is AI plus the unblinded formula, our mastery of it. Gina, what do we got from Leia?
So first, feedback on Scott's hello response. Scott, you came in with steady presence and real world credibility. Your tone conveyed trust, and your vision had the grounded ambition of a founder with boots on the ground and eyes on the horizon. The moment you named America's great opportunity with retiring business owners, that was your lighthouse, clear, timely, and a heroic, unique identity in action. Yet a few puzzle pieces were still scattered. No emotional rapport was built with Gina, and the magic of agreement formation never quite landed. Your vision was big, but the investor offer felt like a transaction, not a shared mission. Could we pull the investor onto the yacht instead of just selling them a ticket? Now that we're warmed up, let's toss it over to Lamar. Scott, you got a 91 out of 130 score. So now Lamar's was Lamar, you walked in like a velvet steamroller, warm, grounded, and gently confident. The moment you said, I much prefer someone with work ethic, you forged instant trust. And then Gina dropped the game on with ethic line, and you caught it with grace and realness. Rapport was off the charts, but a few paintbrushes stayed dry. We missed a true truth to pain moment. No real cost of inaction framed. Also, your salary pushback was accurate but lacked the energetic gravity of a frame shift. Could you have added a little future pacing, what her growth would feel like inside your team? And with that, let's moonwalk into the next masterpiece in the making. Lamar, your score is 104 out of 130. Back to you, Sean.
Excellent job, Lamar. Excellent job, Scott. And now, Lee, as you know, it comes time where, Lamar and Scott courageously stepped onto that participant seat. Now, I'm going to get put on the hot seat in this scenario proposed by Gina, selected by Lee, that I have zero preparation for. So, G, let's go. And for the heck of it, run me through Leia. We haven't done that in a little bit. We have a little extra time today, less people. And let's see what Leia feedback Leia gives me as well. So, G, what are these scenarios, please?
All right, so guys, and I'm going to share scenarios with some folks that are going to be guests of ours in a few weeks at an event. So let's go. Sean has to be Scott Garcia in this scenario, getting a yes from Ralph Macchio to co-create the Dojo of Dreams, a martial arts and mentorship program funding scholarships for kids, teaching discipline, resilience, and joy through Karate Kid legacy and world champion mastery. That's one scenario. A second scenario is Sean, as Lamar, has to get a yes from David Mizell to produce Rise from Debt, the movie, a Marvel-style financial literacy film where everyday heroes conquer debt and rebuild their futures with ticket proceeds funding single-parent families in crisis. I can certainly repeat those, Sean. And then the last possible scenario is Sean, as Clint, has to get a yes from Ralph Macchio to co-create Homes for Heroes, a real estate and mentorship initiative building affordable housing for families, with every home carrying a Karate Kid style balance and discipline legacy, and a portion of proceeds funding programs for abandoned children. So those are three choices. And if Lee, you had something else in mind, please say it.
Actually, Homes for Heroes comes to me very deeply because that is my future vision for myself. Me being abandoned at age 10, thrown away into the orphanage, that is big thing for me. So for me, let's go with Homes for Heroes, please, with Clint.
Okay.
So which scenario is that, G? So go ahead, give it
So
to me.
you have to go from hello to yes with Ralph Macchio to co-create Homes for Heroes. So let's have Clint play Ralph Macchio, a real estate and mentorship initiative building affordable housing for families, with every home carrying Karate Kid style balance and discipline legacy.
Okay.
Got it?
For-profit company or not-for-profit company?
I gotta remember that. So let's call it a not-for-profit, because a portion of the proceeds, no, actually for-profit, Sean, and a portion funds programs for abandoned children.
So we want Ralph Macchio to put his name on it or give money to it? Like, what do we?
Yes, yes, put his name on it.
Got it. Okay, and it's Homes for Heroes, correct?
Homes for Heroes, and however you put a beautiful spin on it. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. 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 Hello, is Mr. Macchio available?
This is he.
Hey, Mr. Macchio, this is Clint. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, listen, I know that you know who you are. I just want you to know that I know who you are, how precious your time is, the impact and legacy you've created. Thank you for all that you've done. But if I can ask, because I'm not here to pitch, hook, close, I'm here to speak into your listening and see if there's resonance. So, Mr. Macchio, why did you even accept this conversation, please, in the first place?
I believe in helping children. I mean, it's like they always say, children are our future. And so whenever somebody approaches me with some ideas that can potentially help our youth, I'm open to it.
Awesome. I really do appreciate that. And I've read your book. I've heard you speak. Enormous fan of Cobra Kai and the continued work you do. If I can ask this, like, what keeps you going, Mr. Macchio, with all that you've already accomplished? It feels like there's still going to be like something left undone. And how meaningful is that piece to accomplish for you? Like, what's that ultimate why and vision?
It's just leaving a legacy for my family. I think a lot of people think life is about just retiring and focusing on yourself and what you can get for you, whereas that doesn't actually ever bring happiness. Like, what brings happiness is helping other people. And so I've got plenty of life left to live, so I might as well use that helping others.
That's beautiful. So I'm hearing like completely unacceptable for you not to continue to use all that you've created to create even more impact. Am I hearing that correctly?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like you get me.
Awesome. Well, in the final minute or so, can I share a couple quick things that may or may not resonate, please, with you?
Please do.
So again, my name is Clint, and what I'm up to in the world, Mr. Macchio, is solving big problems for people. And so many people have challenges with homes, with finances, with just an absolute lack of guidance, achieving affordable housing. We live in a really complicated world where redistribution of wealth, assets to people is just a big challenge. It's been the study of my life. I've created some profound outcomes and results with and around people in this space. But what I'm very aligned with, which seems potentially to be in alignment with you, is creating as much positive impact as possible. So what is lacking right now is a relationship with someone who has massive identity in the world, and that would be you. So I'm certainly not asking Mr. Macchio for something, but I'm committed to demonstrating to you the heroic, unique identity, the power of something we've created that will be extremely integrous, super profitable, and have a massive positive impact as we donate a meaningful percentage, 10% of profits, to charitable causes to help through this affordable housing project, put money back into underprivileged children, especially in orphan situations, that will allow for massive problems to be solved, the expansion of your identity, and of course, integrous profitability. So, Mr. Macchio, very simply, I'm not proposing you believe this from a 3-minute presentation, but the yes I'm seeking is a 30-minute follow-up conversation. And Mr. Macchio, I know how important your time is, so I'm also open to, and I don't mean to offend, but if this would really support like skin in the game from my perspective, I've got a couple of amazing people together who've agreed to donate $50,000 to your favorite charity, put it in your attorney's escrow account, and if you feel like this was not a good use of your time for these 30 minutes, that would be there. We're not buying a meeting with you, but be there if we didn't follow through with our integrity to go to your favorite charity to hopefully create a can't lose proposition for a follow-up 30-minute meeting based on your identity and fame, celebrity. And of course, we follow sign an NDA, not disclosing the fact that we've met with you in the first place, so we're not trying to leverage your identity. So please, Mr. Macchio, how would it resonate with you or not to have a follow-up 30-minute conversation?
I love people who put their money where their mouth is. I like your guarantee there, so let's do it.
Awesome. I really appreciate that. And shall I set that follow-up meeting up with your assistant, Tom, to set up this meeting for today?
Yeah, absolutely. Tom's great.
Yeah,
Best guy.
Yeah, have a blessed day, Mr. Macchio. And by the way, Jackie Chan, Legends, the whole thing, amazing. Can't wait till next season of Cobra Kai and our next meeting. Thank you for all you do in the world.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time, Clint. Great name, by the way.
Yeah, I love the name. Wink, wink. Out of roll. So thank you so much for that, Clint. So let's begin with Clint. How'd I do as you? Having a conversation with Ralph Macchio. And how was your time today on Lee's Heart of Influence?
Well, I will say you did a lot. You've got a way with your words that is very beautiful that I need to aspire to. Let's put it that way. So I would love to be a wordsmith in the way that you are. So yeah, I very much enjoyed it. I liked the integrity behind everything that you talked about. You made that the focus and not the money ask. And I really enjoyed the fact that it was focused on the good and the help that it could provide and less on the money.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Clint. And I will share this with people. Because people are like, wow, like you're born such a great communicator. Nope. I was extremely introverted growing up. I was a 3-sport athlete before I went blind. I was a Division I college baseball player. And I was much more about letting my performance speak, not my words. And so it has been a Ralph Macchio Karate Kid-like commitment to wax on, wax off that has resulted in the ability to cause yes with integrity. And I really appreciate the acknowledgement, Clint. It means a lot. And Clint is a super cool, great name for sure. Thanks for being here. Let's go. And G, when you have Leia's feedback, just let me know.
Have it.
Oh,
ready?
All right, let's jump in, and then we'll get to how Scott and Lamar's experience was. I am super curious. And by the way, Leia will always have an optimization. None of us are perfect. That includes me, of course. So let's see what Leia's got for me, please. G.
Of course, and she's referring to you as Clint. So, Clint, you came in like a storyteller with soul, reverent, inspired, and purpose fueled. The moment you asked Mr. Macchio why he keeps going, hit the bullseye of heart level listening. Then you stacked vision with values, legacy, children, tribe, impact, like a composer building to crescendo. You saw him, you honored him, and left space for a yes born of alignment. Now, a few threads could have been sewn a bit tighter. The value prop danced near the clouds. We saw the why, but not the what. A bit more clarity and specificity would have turned this from cinematic to surgical. What exactly is he backing? And with that, let's crane kick it over to the next sensei of influence. So, Sean, you got 117 out of 130.
All right. Well, thank you for that, G. Leia for sure. So, Scott, thanks for being here in the participant seat. Wonderful job. And please, Scott, how was your time on the Heart of Influence today?
I enjoyed it very much. I think you're a great speaker, very eloquent, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect today, or but yeah, it was very. I liked it, enjoyed it, had a fun time. I got to meet Ralph Macchio 2 years ago this week at a Fan X thing. Oh yeah, and I told him the story. I was inspired by him when I was in 4th grade. I wrote a goal setting thing of wanting to become a world champion. I drew a picture of it. And also I said I'd move away and go to Okinawa. And 8th grade, I was able to go to Okinawa just like Karate Kid. And so Ralph Macchio was like, oh, it looks like we're all making things happen.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Congratulations on that for sure. And I had the privilege of interviewing him at our upcoming immersion. So I'm looking forward to it. And
Okay, awesome.
yeah, huge fan of the Karate Kid.
Yeah, I just watched the Legends yesterday. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was, right? They did a great job. It was a lot of fun. So thanks for being here today for sure. Scott, how about Lamar? Thanks for being that participant seat. And how was your time? Great job. How was your time today in the Heart of Influence, Lamar?
Well, it was interesting. I wasn't really sure what we were getting ourselves into when I was signing up for this, but it was fun. I mean, not sure what I'm taking away from it, but it was fun. And good to see Scott. I haven't seen him for a while, so nice to be able to see his smiley face. So fun times. We'll see.
Cool. So how about this? So you're here, so I want to make sure you're taking something away of real value. What is it that you're still seeking from more in what you're up to in the practice and in your work and mission?
Well, Lee asked that question originally, and I got here because of his girlfriend. I've been doing what I've been doing for so many years. I'm not sure what I would do to raise it to a next level, because I'm already kind of at the pinnacle of what I've always done in my whole career. So, and I really like what I do, and I'm fine being on the pinnacle. And, I get my pick of the litter of cases in the state of Arizona for bankruptcy related in any way. So, I'm not sure what the next level would be. So I'm just kind of looking to see if there is a next level, or if I just ride off into the sunset enjoying what I do.
Yeah, cool. So, do you, in what you do in the world, are you looking to do anything different? Are you looking to increase revenues? Are you looking to scale more? Looking to create more impact, raise more money for charity? Because if you're completely satisfied with everything, then there's nothing for you to take away. And I'm sorry we would have wasted your time today, because this is the space of more of something. And if there's nothing, then that would not have been a good use of your time. If there's nothing that you could possibly think of seeking.
No, you're saying more. I actually am looking for a way of having less. So creating less strain on my day and ways to offload stuff that I do to others, so that I have more time available for other things that I do. For me, it's spending time with my daughter and just having a better home life.
Yeah. So that's more in our language, right? There's people want more of one of three things. They want either more money, not you. They want more impact, sounds like not you either, but they want more time, duplication, scaling. So, and I say this with the greatest degree of respect imaginable, right? What if the pinnacle is exactly what you're saying, and it's not there yet, because I haven't set foot in a courtroom in 8 years. I haven't set foot in a medical revenue recovery room in 25, and I own 12 businesses that I don't touch that provide massive income and impact, and I could just stay home and have them all work, and I get to do fun things like this because I'm looking to find people like yourself who have something they haven't gotten yet, right? And so for you, it's more time with your daughter, which is amazing. Most lawyers work really hard at handling client cases, and we handle some of the top litigation matters around the country. We have about 5,000 new cases a month of medical revenue recovery. I've learned how to be a business owner and an operator and not to handle any of those. So that isn't saying like you haven't achieved the pinnacle of what you're in your career, but if there is a space that you're looking for, what the key distinction is how do you cause not only the pick of the litter, which may be great in cases, how can you create a scale duplicated practice that allows you to never have to set foot in your office ever again in your life? Like, all I want you to know, and maybe this will be the biggest takeaway, is it's entirely possible because I live it and I cause other people to live that. And if that resonates, amazing. And I'm only saying it, I didn't offer you a thought of something I think you should want. That's from what you shared. So if there's resonance there, there's a lot to talk about and a lot to provide. And it's amazing what you've accomplished. And we're here. And just out of fun energy, who are some of the top bankruptcy lawyers in the state of Arizona that you know, besides you and your amazingness, including somebody who wrote a bankruptcy textbook in Arizona? Because when we got our top jury verdict, we went up against someone who claimed to be Arizona's #1 bankruptcy counsel. They wrote the book on bankruptcy. They tried to get our $27 million verdict discharged. And we were in bankruptcy court for about a year, and they were not successful in their attempts. But I don't know if there's a name that comes to mind. They were, in the end, we had a great relationship, but they claim to have written like the book on bankruptcy in Arizona. Is that?
You're probably talking Tommy Salerno, but
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote what used to be the book in Arizona, but frankly, nobody's book is that anymore. So while his book is still on people's shelves, and he actually updates it occasionally, Tommy doesn't really work in Arizona much anymore. He works elsewhere because in order to command the hourly rates that he wants, he's really got to work out of a Chicago or a New York or Delaware market. So he's doing more traveling abroad and not really doing a lot of Arizona cases anymore.
Oh, well, awesome.
Great guy for what he does. And yeah, his book was a masterful piece at the time because we didn't have the internet like we do today. But today, nobody needs his book.
Yeah, understood for sure. And we had a very fun time doing the rant.
I'm willing to bet that wasn't really a fun time because when he's in the room, there's a smart person in the room and everybody else.
Well, and this is going to be my final for the day in complete humility. 2 weeks. We learned bankruptcy. We fired our bankruptcy lawyers because of this formula. And you could look up the case, look up the arguments, look up the matters to see my integrity. And we ended up settling the case for more tax affected than the verdict. And he was wonderful, but this formula brings truth and integrity. And
yeah, there's always better ways to do a deal than fighting about it.
Amen. So thank you for that, for sure. Lee, please, your final today.
First and foremost, just want to say thank you for all of you showing up. You committed and you showed up. And there were a few people who committed, did not show up for one reason or another, some with health issues and other things. But just want to say, I appreciate your integrity and thank you. And Sean for showing up masterfully, along with you, Gina, masterfully showing up and sharing your heart, your mission, vision, and purpose, and sharing what is possible for all of us. As I mentioned to all three of you, Clint, Scott, and Lamar, I believe that all of you are G Hicks. As I mentioned, not the Hicks like up in Montana, my friends up in Montana, but growth-minded, heart-centered, integrous, and committed to mastery. So I appreciate you being that person for each one of you. And I want to say thank you. And I love all of you.
Well, awesome. Great job, Lee. Gina, thank you so much. One more time, Lamar. Thank you, Scott, Clint. Awesome work. If there's any resonance, I know you're in Arizona, but we have our upcoming immersion because you've been here. There's a guest ticket for you. If you're interested in like what we're doing with agents, we're committed to actually being the intelligence that runs all of artificial intelligence. These may sound like bold claims, but they're backed up in really big ways. So if you want to explore, for example, how would I build, grow, scale a practice and create a blueprint for it, unlike anything that I could find anywhere else, we have a complimentary session available to you for being here today. We want to build a lifelong relationship with, as G said, which as Lee said, G-Hick people, growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous people committed to mastery. And that's why our work is all over this country at this point and expanding. So we're thankful for you being here. And I end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for acceleration, whether they be in our money, our time, or our magic. Those possibilities are so often sitting right here. But the death words are, I know, I do. So we can all use a little unblinding, because with those possibilities sitting right in front of us at some level, Gina, we are all blind.
I'm just learning to see.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Great
you,
job,
everyone.
man. Scott, Lamar, Clint, Lee, thank you. Gina, have a blessed day. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Take care.
Thank you.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.